Okay, I've had technical difficulties for the past number of weeks with my phone, but I said let me do this video while I can and just upload it later. Okay. Where do I start? For the next 90 days, we're going to do a really tight 90-day run on how to end homelessness. So if you are in that situation, I want to encourage you to inbox me, DM me, and I can personally help you with whatever other what area of the country you live in, on organizations you need to go to, and if you need to go to HUD, give you that number too. I have no problem with that. But let me start off on saying this. I have been in places coast to coast, east coast to west coast. I've seen things that no one should have seen. I've eaten things from different shelters that no one should have ever eaten. I've seen people die along the way. That was the toughest part. I've seen case managers who, due to whatever personal issues, not assist people because they didn't like them. They didn't like the words that were spoke to them. Because certain individuals did not do favors for the case managers in terms of reporting on other people. I say this, and I say this often enough. When these shelters go and ask for federal money, there's no checkbox that says, hey, look, I'm going to discriminate against somebody. I'm going to not assist someone because of the way they look, because of the way they smell. They don't go in and say, you know what, I'm going to discriminate against people. But guess what? The bottom line is, once they get back to their office and they start to assess the needs of homeless people, they tend to discriminate. They tend to not do what they're supposed to do based on their personal beliefs, values, or anything else. And that's not the way it should be. Granted, the federal government does give them discretion to decide who would be how do I put this? Who would be able to utilize the money best and not return back to the situation. So in doing so, a lot of discrimination is, I can't even, bring myself to say that, but it happens. I've seen it happen. And the next 90 days, we'll talk about it in depth. I'll tell you stories, one story per day. Some are funny. Some are sad. Some will hurt you. Some will open your eyes to what happens to a homeless individual once organizations receive money and don't do as promised. That being said, let me say this. Just because you are homeless does not make you less than an individual. It does not make you less of an American. It does not make you less of an immigrant. It does not make you subservient to any other human being. As a matter of fact, there are more resources out there for you than for anybody else. But no one will tell you that. Why? Because once you understand the power that you can hold in your hands, then they, meaning the organizations, become irrelevant somewhere along the line. I've seen more shelters withhold funding from people just to ensure that their doors stay open. Remember, you are their paycheck. Go in and get every resource that is available to you in order to make it out of that situation and never return back. The hardest thing is when you return back to the situation. No one wants to help you that second, third, fourth, or fifth time. They write you off as a lost cause. They say, you don't want it bad enough. But that's not the truth. The truth is they give you the bare minimum. If they give you the bare minimum and tell you to go out there and make the best of it. They make it do what it do. That's not the way it should be. But unfortunately, that's the way it happens to be. But that's enough for tonight. I have to get ready. Easter Sunday is coming up. I bid you peace. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.